And sure enough, made in India. Fantastic. We're going on Safari. Hey, fantastic. I won't show you the barcode because it includes like a license code for an online like course thing, which we'll check out. Best electronic prototyping tool. Oh, that almost looks multimeter-y. Anyway, it looks like we've got an Arduino Mega with a, geez, looks like it's got everything. It's got LCD and a whole bunch of stuff. We've got a joystick and we've got LEDs and buttons and Zigbee and we've got 245s. We've got some I2C DAC and stuff. Wow. Okay. Young Maker's Guide through the peninsula of do-it-yourselfing. Unleash the innovator in you as you explore gateway of electronics. Oh, geez, this looks professionally produced, doesn't it? PictoBlocks code. Have they got their own thing? Because it kind of looks like Scratch coding that Sagan enjoys doing. Anyway, we can do our mobile robot. Anyway, this looks very touch-based piano with the banana and the apple and the, yep, fantastic. This looks pretty professional. Dear youngster, humanity, which once began with carving tools out of stones, has evolved to become a technologically driven species. We are indeed. The joy of using technology is an inherent feeling of our generation. Fantastic. So let's have a look at what they actually start off with. Pumped up and ready, yes we are. What is programming and why is it important? All new maker culture. Fantastic. Oh yes, we've got the water analogy, thin pipe with the resistance, excellent. We haven't started out with atoms and electrons and stuff like that. So a thing called charge, electric current. But yeah, they're using the water analogy, fantastic. And we light up a LED straight off the bat. By the looks of it, Ohm's law, straight off the bat, and project fun with a LED, how to light up, how to identify, and a cathode, analog and digital signals, nice. This is starting off well, visualizing analog and digital signals with a mini oscilloscope. Terrific. Wow. Create an AIM movement script using joystick and Evive. Wow. Anyway, it looks very professional. Let's have a look at the hardware. There's our base for our, it's got the peel-offy thing on the back still. And there's all our cutouts that we can use to create our, wow, look at this. Learn, build, debug. That's what we want to do. Yes, learn, build, fail, debug. Should put the fail in there. Wow, that's really nice. We've got our small LCD up there. That's going to have our oscilloscope on it. That's pretty jazzy. Stempedia, made in India. Wow, it's pretty thorough. Magic lid. What's a magic lid? That looks like it comes up. No? Am I wrong? Yes, it comes up. Oh, we're in like Flynn. Look at that. Wow. Little mini breadboard. You can't build a lot on it, but it'll let you do basic stuff like hook up a LED and a couple of little chips and stuff like that. And that's our Arduino Mega. It looks like they've got a whole baseboard inside that, and it's Arduino Mega compatible. Open source logo. Terrific. Oh, they sensibly put the pin mapping on the back. That's great. Where are the pin numbers, though? Pin mapping 28, but like where's 28? Over here? No? What? I'm not following the pin numbers. Whole bunch of connector-y bits, USB, little cable ties. Now we've got a battery, 18650 battery. That'll power, that's, yeah, it's probably have to put it in there somewhere. Got all our wheels, got ourselves some multimeter leads to plug in. They're pretty how you doing, but you know, what do you want? And a whole bunch of little, that's a mechanical stuff. And, oh, geez, got enough switches in there. And tons of push button switches. We've got our, they're individual bagged and labeled. Nice, they're all individual resistors. Terrific, alligator clips, couple of caps, no worries. And, oh, motor, terrific, servo motor, another servo motor. Wow, can do some cool stuff with that. And another, that's a stepper motor thing, is it? Or a drive, that's a wheel drive motor. So, yeah, lots of other mechanical stuff. Nice little LED strip with the epoxy. Neat. Joystick and all the little sensor Photoresistors. I mean, how many photoresistors do you need? They're not disposable. We've got Bluetooth module. So here's all our little modules. There's the IR sensor. There's the, 2 IR sensors. Okay. Ultrasonic distance sensor. Neat. That's a pretty comprehensive kit. I was about to say, where's the installation guide for the battery on this thing? There it is. I was going to complain about the lack of a battery door on this thing, and then I realised, no, bugger it. Get the kids to actually unscrew this thing as the first step, take it apart, and they'll see inside and maybe wonder how all that stuff works. What's this Arduino-y thing and stuff like that? Yes, it does actually looks like it uses a real Arduino Mega on there, and looks like the, genuine made in Italy one. And they're just then interface plugging that into the baseboard, and then the baseboard actually has the duplicate sockets and stuff coming out. So, yeah, that's interesting. I thought they just would have integrated that all on the one thing, but I guess they went, we don't want to, reinvent the wheel on the Arduino board. We'll just get that, just plug it in. No worries. So that looks all right. And they put some tape down there for the battery, so it's going to sit in there, plugs in there. Made in Surat. I assume that sounds like a province or whatever of India. I'll have to check. Oh, looks like they got some protection in there. That's nice. Well, it turns out that this thing's actually a Kickstarter, which is not released yet. So I don't have any details on the date or the price or anything like that. But if you sign up on the website, which is evive.cc, they'll notify you of the Kickstarter and you get like 40% off or some other deal like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's switch it on. Internal battery should be charged. Is it going to do anything? Hello, McFly. Blank screen. Bueller. No, hang on. I just repowered it and we got something on the screen straight away. So I assume that was a glitch in the matrix. No, see, it's doing... Oh, no, there it is. So I'm not sure what happened the first time. Anyway, guess it doesn't run anything, but at least it tells you that it's working, I guess. Now, I was going to say, thankfully, if you're not a fan of the videos, the book is actually very nice and very comprehensive. So we might be able to do this, but the first hurdle is it tells you that you're supposed to be able to switch this thing on. You see the logo and you're supposed to get a menu, but I don't get a menu. It just sits there. So if you don't, download in an update to Evive from here. So it should just like work out of the box. I want to run my little mini oscilloscope. I wanted to hook my switch up and see the digital signal go like that. But now I've got to like somehow update it. The PictoBlocks thing is just part of the Scratch programming environment. That's the visual programming thing. No wonder it looked like Scratch, because it is Scratch. Anyway, they gave you a really short USB lead for the thing, so I've plugged in a longer one. And of course, it's an Arduino, so it just identifies as a generic serial port. And then I've put in my code that I got with my sheet, so my enrollment code for our online learning thing. So we have to register our account. Please check this. I agree to these terms and conditions. Please log in to redeem code. I just did. Wah. I'll get back to you. And we're in. I maybe just didn't press the button correctly. It's fine. So we've got messages, war, courses, friends. Who's online? I have 0 friends at the moment. Someone please friend me. He looks friendly. He'll friend me. I'm going to send a friend request. Hey, Pankaj. Sure, I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. A commendable member. He's got all these achievement badges and stuff. Cool. Added the topic controlling motors and servos. The magic of electronics. I assume Panka, Silent J, is part of the development group team, something like that. Anyway, cool. So once again, this is like it's barely even been launched. Like, really hasn't launched. I haven't launched it on Kickstarter, so I don't even know if you can buy it yet. But anyway, we've got tutorials, Arduino tutorial, Scratch tutorial, product-wise tutorial, getting started with Scratch. Oh, add a friend. There you go. Hopefully, I don't know, gets a friend request. And so let's go to all courses, shall we? electronics, programming, robotics, free courses, Arduino, STEM Safari courses. Okay, so these are like the comprehensive ones, and these are the ones you can do for free, are they? I don't know. Maybe if you didn't buy the kit and you just build it yourself, open source or whatever. This course is a beginner's course in electronics. The base is electronics while doing training by doing, with a teaching by doing approach. Cool. We don't want to know this programming stuff, meh. We want to learn electronics. This robot looks like he's ready to go. Welcome to the crew. You're one of the smart folks who've booked a spot on the STEM Safari. Getting started. The Museum of Electronics, Signal City, Actuator Auditorium, Sensor Studio. I like this. This is really comprehensive. Wow. 2 topics. Let's go. The lessons. Aggregate points. Okay, so you build up points and stuff. You get maybe a little badge at the end if you complete the course or whatever. Course structure and grading policy. It's very formal, but there's nothing wrong with that, you know. That's cool. Like, it's good for like schools and stuff like that. I can imagine this being used in schools or whatnot. So corresponding grade, A part. All right, so you actually get graded. Wow, that's interesting. Course discussion, pre-course survey, 0 out of 35 steps. Okay, mark complete. How old are you? Oh, how likely am I to complete this course? Well, I have limited time, so probably unlikely. Have you taken a course related to electronics? Beginner, I'd say I'm pretty advanced. And do I have to do this before I get to stuff? Because it shows a completed bar up here. Can I just jump to the museum? The magic of electronics. Here we go. Now we're talking. All right, I think I'm recording this correctly. It's always difficult to get the feed through audio recording properly. Here we go. Oh dear.
Why did you do that? Sorry, that just scared me. Howdy, Vibers! Welcome back! As promised, I'll show you the cool trick I was talking about. Oh, by the way, I don't know the real name of my friend here, so let's give him the name together. How about Neo? As he's very neon in color.
Neo?
Oh, I guess you liked his name. Let's get back to the magic trick.
Oh. Magic trick. Oh, it lights up. How did she do that without
I did it?
a power supply, was it?
Behold, as the great secret reveals.
Oh dear. This is just like the one we watched.
No, we are using a LED and a wired battery. So by connecting the wires, the LED glows. This is the simplest magic which you can even try at your place. This is the magic of electronics.
What?
Don't worry, champ.
We'll learn
Let me
electronics.
explain. Time to get nerdy. Electronics is a field of science, precisely physics, where we study small electric current generated by electric charges in a simple or a complex circuit, which stores or handles information and how to control them.
It's a bit textbooky.
Let me put it in a simple way. Electronics is a field of science where we study motion of electric current in a circuit and how we can control them. To clear the concept and to differentiate with electricity, let me give you an example of microwave. In microwave, electricity is what gives you the ability to generate the heat waves that let you heat your pizzas at 3 a.m. What are you doing? You don't want to study, right?
I think you're getting the idea. Bye-bye, Neo. And sorry, I don't know your name. What is an electron? So yeah, that's very similar to that Mailbag thing that the previous Mailbag kit, the pie, the crow pie, was it? A kit, like the videos in that were, yeah, a similar sort of thing. Obviously, they're appealing to an Indian audience. It's all in English, of course, not in Hindi. So that may hamper things, but like an appeal to Western people, perhaps. Her English is good, but accent's a bit heavy.
Howdy, Vibers! What's up?
And she's trying to be hip and trendy.
Haven't seen you.
Nope, haven't seen Neo. There he is.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
And that we use
I think they need to ditch Neo. I'm not sure what age group they're targeting here.
H2O, which is nothing but the chemical electronic component to form a closed loop that allows the charge to flow. When we talk about electronic circuits, there are many terms that come into our head, like power source, which is battery, current, resistance and wires. I saw what you're doing there. Let me explain. Now, when I place the pipe on the table, is the water inside it moving? Now when I lift it up, can you guess what is happening? I'll show you how.
And they make that equivalent, of course, to the battery and the light bulb. Do they show us? Yes, they do.
Pipe
No?
itself.
Oh, gee.
It takes water from one end and
They've
throws
got
it
the
out
leads
from other
going
end
around.
at
That's
high pressure.
that's pretty good.
This pressure difference makes the water flow
That's
continuously
okay.
inside
Yep.
the system. Can you tell me what
They've got
happens
the water
when you
and
press the
the
pipe?
electricity. They've gone to a lot of effort there. That's
How
I've
do you
got to
think
give them thumbs
resemble
up for that.
is represented by the
Yeah. I hope that character is not all the way through all these. What is an LED? Ohm's law. A lot of effort on the graphics and stuff. Yep. Neo's back. Oh, he's lifting weights. He's pumping some.
Hello, Evivers! What's up? Oh, ignore him. He saw a few workout video and was fascinated by it. But it won't last long. By the way, he gave me an idea. Imagine my friend here as the pump from our water pump system. Now the pump has worked out, it has become even more powerful. As a result, instead of pushing 1000 molecules to the tube in a second, it can now push 1500 water molecules. This shows as the pressure increases, the rate of flow of water molecule also increases. Similarly, in electricity, it's directly proportional to the voltage. In terms of
No.
by eye. And finally,
Right. No, I don't think they're on a winner with the Neo character and all that. Just get somebody excited who, articulates well and just presents the material and has fun and stuff like that. You don't need a Neo character, whatever it is. That just adds to the distraction, I think. So I'm not sure what age-based this is going for, but I don't know if that's going to work. Let me know what your opinion is. But they've gone to a lot of effort. This is a ridiculous amount of effort for this thing. So hats off. And, of course, you can mark it as complete. You go through. So can we mark that as complete now? It doesn't force you to watch them all, I don't think. What are signals? Oh, no. Yep. Okay, we've marked that as complete. 1 out of 35 steps completed. Signal City, analog signals. What is a potentiometer? Wow, they got videos for everything. It's very highly produced. Phenomenal amount of work's gone into it. I just don't know if you needed to go to this much effort. Yep, Neo's back. Looks like Neo's going to be all the way through this course.
I had to take the stairs.
So we have to muck around with interacting with these two for a while before we actually get into the, fun stuff. I just think this could have been done better. But I don't want to take it away from them because they've done a phenomenal amount of work. It's highly produced. I like how it takes you through the course-based system and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It might be different. Maybe I should get Sagan to sit through the whole thing. You would have to get like an 8-year-old or something to sit through and do the whole thing to see if they're engaging with it and stuff like that. So maybe they do. I don't know. The boss and her right-hand men. What? Sensors? What? Okay. As in human sensors versus electronic sensors. Okay. And let's go into post-course survey, course discussion. Wow. Okay, so this is our learning electronics thing. So they teach you Ohm's law and basic stuff and, what is a circuit and digital stuff. A private group must request membership. Getting started with Arduino IDE. Here you go. Look, I don't think you have to log in to get any of this stuff. So you might be able to check it out on your own. I'm presuming. You need the Vive. How to install. Okay, that's pretty comprehensive. Wow, that's how to install your Arduino. That's pretty good. I like that. Wow. A lot of it. Wow. Yeah. A lot of step-by-step effort. Very highly produced, this thing. I'm very impressed. And if you actually go into projects here, they've got a whole bunch of ones. I don't think, you don't have to be signed in to get these, so you can take a look at them. Home automation using smartphone, and also, there's a whole bunch of these different projects. Let's go look at one, shall we? About this project. Project info, all that sort of stuff. What do you need? Created by Jennifer Christensen. Do-it-yourself goggles. Let's have a look. 35 seconds. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. It's just a background music. That doesn't... Not instructional at all. That's useless. Why even have that? I don't understand. So yeah, the couple of videos that I checked out there are all the same thing, just cheesy background music and just showing off the project. But the actual, look, the components and building and the assembly instructions here, they don't have them in video, but they certainly have them in text form, and that's, it's hard to see which one goes into what down there. That's really hard to see. But yeah, they need to, it's not great. It's done by Fritzin. Using Fritzin, and yeah, it's their text instructions are actually very comprehensive on all their stuff. So yeah, quite impressed by that. So if I go to the website, oh look, we can choose: do we want to work with Arduino code or PictoBlox Scratch? Well, we'll do the PictoBlox, shall we? I guess. Windows installer, which is, you know, very comprehensive. Instructions and stuff. I'm very impressed. It looks really good. Wow, you know, this is not like half baked. This is great. But I don't have any info on fixing my screen. Like, I went to the address that it tells me, and I can't get the menu on here. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I download it and. So I download the Windows installer for PictoBlox, and the Windows Defender Smart Screen it's an unrecognized app. So I don't know. Should I run it? PictoBlox Alpha V1? Now, whilst this may be based on Scratch, or is Scratch, Scratch is open source, isn't it? So, but I think this PictoBlox app thing is Stempedia's thing. And anyway, we can connect to either the Vive, which is the unit that we actually have here, or we can just simply connect to an Arduino, and like a regular Arduino Uno Mega or Nano. So let's just choose our Vive board, but still I don't have the menu. I mean, on my board. So let's connect. COM6, okay. Yep, no, did something on the screen. Screen flashed. Screen did flash, and it is actually connected. So, but where's my menu? Like, I want my... Yeah, I don't want to run a script yet. I want to plug in and run my little mini oscilloscope, like it says in the book. But, I don't know. So we can do all sorts of cool stuff on the display, the sensors, the actuators, and, of course, you know, variables and controls and operators and all that sort of stuff. So it's really groovy. But by default, we didn't seem to have any, like, example apps there to load up. So that's a bit disappointing. I'd love to, like, load something up and then get it working and then be able to modify it. But it doesn't appear to have that anyway. Turn on turbo mode. Oh! I found the menu. You got to press the button. You got to press the joystick button. Oh! We got it working! Look! There's our little oscilloscope. Isn't that great? There we go. I'm just adjusting the variable voltage down here, which comes out on the side here, and we connect that to an oscilloscope. Sure, it shows you over here which ones to hook it up to, but it's not sort of like, it doesn't identify them as positive and negative on there, and it doesn't, but it does identify over here. So cool. There you go. So we can just use our little mini oscilloscope. That's great. I like that. But unfortunately, that's basically it. Apart from hooking up a resistor and a switch and using your oscilloscope, this is supposed to be the best electronic prototyping tool. But the very next page, the conclusion, right, we've summarized basic electric circuits and prepare you for further chapters. Voltage, current, resistance, relationship through Ohm's law. But the next page is jumping into programming. I don't want to jump into programming yet. I don't want to become a programmer. I want to learn electronics. And unfortunately, it's just jumped into that. So that's a bit disappointing. And then you get into your robots and your other, you use your banana to measure, which is great, you know, if you want to do a programming course. But what is it? Is it an electronics kit, or is it an Arduino-y programming kit? Either way, it's pretty cool. But I'm not sure it understands what it's supposed to be. Now let's run a program on here, and I've already tried it, and unfortunately when you go up to File New, like this, it doesn't erase your code or your logs or anything like that. But it all comes with that one single executable, by the way, installs the PictoBlocks thing and your Arduino and AVR dude and everything else. So it really is quite nice. So if we go when Evive starts up like this, when it starts up, we could flash a LED, or we could do something more exciting. We can write, hello world. Beautiful. We could change that to EEV blog, do whatever. Okay, so let's actually upload that. Here it is, upload code, and building. Ta-da. Upload in progress. It's flashing the lights and stuff like that. Wait for a bit. And do we have it? Hello world. There it is. Sweet. So it works. I assume that we could have like cleared the screen or something. Fill screen with green color. Okay, so let's fill the screen with green color and do it that way. See, it's real easy and it just works. So that's really cool from a Scratch programming point of view. I really like that, but it's just a shame that it didn't jump into the electronics straight away. It just like went into the coding. It didn't let us play around with, I want to plug some little chippies in and, you know, transistor in and learn about various components and stuff. Evive, oh, did it? Yes, green. There it is. Green, and with hello world. Fantastic. So it works. It's great. So there you go. That's the Stempedia Evive electronics learning kit. And unfortunately, there wasn't much electronics there. You know, it said like 300 components or something. Does that include all individual screws and things like that? There was the LDRs and had all sorts of other stuff. Cool that we could have played with it. But and the book is very comprehensive. But unfortunately, it just like goes, and this is very impressive. The hardware is very impressive too. But unfortunately, it's just like one page of hooking a pot up to an oscilloscope, and that's your electronics. Jump straight into code. Thank you very much. So I'm kind of disappointed from that from an electronics aspect. But someone like Sagan, who's 7, will love, because he likes scratch coding. So he'll probably have fun with the coding part of this and making the robot do stuff and, you know, things like that. I mean, I'd have to spend, you know, practically all day to build the robot and get it all up and running and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure it works because I haven't encountered any huge major issues here yet. You know, there's a lot of spit and polish that's gone into this. There's a few little niggles, but nothing serious at all. So they've put a great amount of effort into it. But as I said, these videos that they've got, like, I'm not a fan. I think they've missed the mark on the videos. Please let me know your comments down below. But apart from that, like a course thing, how you have to go through and you get points. Look, I've already got my achievement. I've already earned 20 points for installing the... I've registered. I scored 20 points. It's like crack for kids, you know, these point things. You know, they're playing the games and these get a dopamine hit every time they get gems or, you know, points or whatever they are on the silly games, app games or whatever. And yeah, you can join groups, and it's probably very good for like school courses and stuff like that. I just wish there was more electronics instead of programming. Programming's cool, but I don't know, it was the ultimate electronics learning kit or whatever it was. But yeah, that's nice. Unfortunately, I don't know the price. If you go to the website, launching on Kickstarter soon. So you can actually sign up for the Kickstarter. You'll probably get 40% off or whatever. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but it's very polished. So, hackaday. Brian, what did Brian have to say? Brain bench off. Brian Brain bench off. He's... BBB. B cubed. Brian Brain bench off. Love it. The hardware looks really good, and his pedagogical usage is unquestionable. Cool. There you go. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what the price is or anything. They don't seem to have the details here, but Facebook, nobody, but the kids use Facebook. What do the kids use Facebook? Facebook's going down the gurgler, isn't it? Yeah, careers, you can go work for them. Indiegogo campaign launch. There you go. 2016. Wow, this is not new. No wonder it's got a lot of, are they all the people working for it? Judges, Stempedia. Wow, maybe it's been around for a while, but it's it'd take that long to develop all this stuff. Anyway, campaign launch. Nope. I don't know. I guess it'll be on Kickstarter soon-ish. Guess that's why they sent it to me. Anyway, thanks for sending that in. Just a huge amount of work's gone into that. So, yeah. Good on them. Yeah, once again, the videos, they try and overproduce these things, try too hard, and I think it misses the mark, the video. But, geez, yeah, the book's pretty good. I just wish there was an electronics gateway of electronics, the land of codes and nuts. So we didn't get much electronics before we jumped into the code and the robots. But, yes, that's what the kiddies like these days, right? They don't want to muck around with little transistors and resistors and, yeah.